Both teams are ready to strike at this stage, but I tell you the big difference in the way they're running up is that the Kumuls are going one-on-one with this very big and strong Cook Islands pack. What the Cook Islanders in their response are doing are running at the gaps, and that's where they're making their offloads, with the Kumuls decided to go high and the upper body strength in the favour of the visiting Cook Islanders.
The Kumuls with the football again from the scrum grid. David Mead from fullback comes in, picks it up, and then he sends a beautiful ball back in field now to Richard Cumbo, and it's a foot race from here on in, up to the 20, up to it, they've shut the gate, the horse is bolted, Cumbo will put it down for the Kumuls, 4 points to 0.
So I think the crowd, of course, about 13,000 strong here, will have a big part to play as well, as Wilshire adds the extra as the score. PNG 6, Cook Islands 0.
The Kumuls now with another opportunity, another set of 6 here, attacking the Cooks line. Peters, one dummy, cuts out a man. David Mead joins in the line. Here's Cumbo on his outside. He won't need him because Mead will slide straight through and run it round towards the uprights and put the football down.
How quick is David Mead on this right hand side? The Cook Islanders looked like they had him covered, but all of a sudden he turned on the gas, sprinted through that gap, and they really had nothing in the end.
And John Wilshire just about to move in now, as he does. And it's hit the uprights. So the scoreline will remain the PNG Kumuls on 10 points, leading Cook Islands yet to score. Aston again back in towards Peters. Peters, one dummy, two dummies, and then cuts out a man, sends it to Aye. Aye, long ball floater over the top to Menzi Yere. Yere picks it up on the bounce, comes back in field again, brushes away one, brushes away two, then dives over. A meter from the far side corner post, but the touch judge's flag is up. Up towards the halfway mark and over halfway, and now inside Cook Island territory, the Kumuls. They inch their way forward now through Tyson Martin, who's on the paddock. Now Aston again takes the ball from dummy half and scampers another 5, 6, 7, 8 metres up towards the Cook Islands try line. And
James
on the fifth
Nightingale
tackle,
on the bench, George Money on for the Kumuls.
they work it to the right now to Peters. Here's another kick from Peters, was played at, I think. Play on, says the referee. It's picked up. It's gone back in field, but the Kumuls have lost the football with the line wide open. Cook Islands on the attack inside the Kumul 20. Long ball across field needed. And here's the short ball that's thrown into the hands there of Mataora. But Mataora is held up, or is he held up? Has he managed to get the football down? The referee says he has, and the Cooks are in. There's Taya. Moves in. Slots that between the uprights, so 10 points to 6. The Kumuls leading the Cook Islands Pacific Cup Final 2009.
Come and hold. Go.
He played on his 30. And then the short ball to Ben Taya. Taya hits and turns, and now 12 away from halfway. The Cook Islands getting a roll on again. It goes across to Fepulea, puts right foot to ball.
40-20 chance.
And it was a 40-20 chance, and we'll see what happens here. See what the touchdown is. He's called it out, the good 40-20 from the Cook Islands. So they've come all the way back down here and using the breeze to perfection, you could say, this afternoon, the Cooks.
How quickly can a game sway? In 2 minutes, the Cook Islands have put points on the board, and they're back again here, about 15 meters out with a scrum feed and a fresh set of 6 to throw at the Kumuls. The Kumuls don't look too good defending on their line, so a bit more attitude needed, a bit more attitude in defense needed from the PNG Kumuls, the local team.
The scrum being put down 17 meters away from the Kumul line. The Cooks feed, the Cooks pick it up, and the Cooks send it across Mataora, sending it across field immediately. They've got numbers across to the left here. All it needs is quick hands, and it's gone that way to Lulia, and Lulia dives over. They've caught the Kumuls napping. There was no cover at all, and the Cooks, they've hit back and locked it up here, 10 points apiece. So Taya moves in, and that's hit the uprights and come back again. So we've had 2 conversion attempts that have hit the uprights this afternoon. Stevie D, you were absolutely right about the Cooks. They were composed and they've just come back on the first tackle in this fresh set of 6 again for the Kumuls. 4 meters away. Wabble works it across to his left again into the hands of Chan. Tries to barge his way over. Does he get the football down? No, he doesn't, says the referee. Play the football, son. Back across the work again now. Across the park. Long line across field to Peters. Peters, he cuts out a man. Sends it across swiftly to the hands of Gunde. Gunde holds it up. Anton Pui. Pui dives over. Puts the football down. And the Kumuls are back in again.
Some city defense from the Cook Islanders. I think that number 6 ran up quickly, but he didn't tell anybody on his outside.
As now he moves in. And that's the scoreline will remain with that unsuccessful conversion there. 14 points to 10. The Kumuls over the Cook Islanders. Will go for a quick break and then come back with more live action.
Area of the field, they'll be kicking down, trying to get in the Kumuls on the back pedal and trying to keep them in their own red zone, but it hasn't been happening. They've come off the game plan. Kicking early with kick.
The Kumuls have kicked straight from the kickoff, and now it's a foot race. David Mead is in front. He'll ground the football. And how
David Mead, you hero!
Of kicks.
Oh, brilliant play there and great vision by the halves. There was one kick by Keith Peters that was Johnny on the spot.
Of the defensive line for the Cook Islands, and they paid the penalty. And great vision from Peters there with the kick, straight from the scrum win. And Mead, just too quick down the middle. And in the end, all too easy for the Kumuls. And the halftime hooter goes in the background. So the PNG Kumuls are 18 points, leading the Cook Islands on 10 points at the halftime break. And now 8 meters away from the Cook Islands line. To the left, the Kumuls work it through Rodney Pora. Then across field to Ayer. He holds up the football, then sends it to Menzi Yere, who dives over. The referee's on the spot, and there he blows it. Wilshire has got it lined up on the 20-meter line. You can see he's half a meter in from touch. That's his angle. As he hooks it to the right, and the breeze takes it through the uprights. And this boy has been listening. The PNG Kumuls now 26, leading the Cook Islands on 10 points. 28 out from the Kumuls line.
I feel for Ford. The idea was right, coming on the short side and looking for that little chip away. But unfortunately, David Mead.
Hold the phone, here goes David Mead up the midfield region. One man to beat, sizes him up and runs around him. And he'll go put it down underneath the uprights for good measure. So how good is this bloke? Try number 3 for David Mead.
Oh, we said there's a touch of Billy Slater about him, and he just pummeled himself straight into that line. We said he doesn't mind the hit up. Look at this. Unfortunately for the Cook Islanders, they've got to stop Mr. David Mead, who's wreaking havoc on this. As Johnny Wilshire adds the extras, and the score now 32 points to 10, I think.
They prep him up, ball and all. 33 meters away. In midfield again, Aston. Across to his right, one dummy, then a cutout ball to Peters, then Mead joins in the line again, and here goes Mead. He holds up the football, but they chop his legs from under him. And 26 meters away from the Cooks, they'll play the football, the Kumuls. Wabo to the right-hand flank, infield ball to Cambo, and Cambo bumps off one attempt to tackle. He'll go all the way and put the football down, as he does for another Kumul try. Richard Cambo. John Wilshire setting the football on his 20-meter line, now moves in, puts right foot to ball. We'll take a look at this as the touch judges wave it away, and the scoreline will remain the PNG Kumuls 36, leading the Cook Islands on 10. Menzi Yere moves to dummy half, goes back in field, holds the ball in 2 hands, gets away from one, steps around another, tries to slip through a half gap, closed on him, and they claim him on the 30-meter line. From dummy half, Aston picks up another 5-10 meters, easily, quickly, out the back door. He sends it to Pora, Pora onto Yere, Yere onto Wilshire, Wilshire back to Yere again, Yere trying to barge his way over, and does he score? Was he held? Referee's on the spot, touch judge is on the spot. Wait for it. Fair try, Menzi Yere. Not far in from touch. There's the angle. And he's done the right thing again, hooked it to the right and let the breeze take it through the uprights. He's held up as well as the Kumuls defense still manages to hold on the far side across to Ford. Ford had the ball ripped from him. 6 to go is the call. Ford didn't see it, but the cross kick has come in and they've jumped up, and the Cook Islands have come down with the football. This will be a try. This will be a try to the Cooks. Fair try, so the Cooks have scored a consolation try here in a great kick from Ford, John Ford, who managed to regather and regroup after he had the football knocked out from him. As Takairangi moves in, and that's hit the uprights again. How many times have we hit the uprights today? That's the 3rd time.
So they've had a good game, the uprights. Claimed about 3 or 4 conversions.
3 conversions so far. Their right-hand attacking flank. The Cooks back towards midfield again as the full-time hooter goes in the background. The Cooks are not finished yet, though. They keep the football alive. They've heard the hooter. They say send it out wide now to Lulia, and then in the end, Lulia from Keith Lulia to Lulia, and went straight over the far side touchline. So unfortunate for the Cooks, that's the way it's ended up for them today. And the final scoreline, the PNG Kumuls 42, defeating the Cook Islands 14 points in the final of Pacific Cup 2009.